What's up, Ruthless Nation, and happy Wednesday evening. Here we are for the Ruthless GT3 Series at RedBull Ring. Race number 3 here in our first season of the GT3 Series under Ruthless Racing. And as usual, we got Monkey Mach 4 in the booth with us. What's up, Monkey?
Not much, Stu. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Getting ready to get this race underway here from RedBull Ring. And let's get up here with our first and pole sitter of Snowman, and we're going to display all of our race info because we're going to see what kind of tires these guys are going to attack the track with, as it is going to be moist. But without further ado, Snowman on the pole. Let's get this going. Alright, so Snowman, Court, Stu starting in third, Monkey in fourth, TCW in fifth, and Outlaws in sixth. And this is how we're going to start off at the RedBull Ring.
Had some rain pass through before this race started.
That's right. You see racing softs on this. Oh, we got contact here in the back with Monkey and Outlaws on the first corner of the race. Looks like Outlaws able to get around the Porsche of Monkey there. So we look through the field. We got racing softs on everybody but the Viper of Stu, who chose the intermediate tire. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but I think it's intermediate, right?
Yep.
There you go. And so the only guy on wet weather tire out here to start the race. And something I learned, if you look down next to, on the bottom of your screen, the left of the car diagram, that is a moisture meter. You can see Court getting a little bit on the rear end of the Viper of Stu here.
Everybody's slipping around a little bit too.
That's right, people are. Stu tries to make a move here through this turn, not able to get it done. You can see everybody's slipping as the Viper stays straight here on the wet course for now. Oh, see a little sideways out of our leader there.
Intermediate looks like a good tire to choose for this race.
So far looking good for the 24 as he tries to attack up here for the first position, as we will complete lap number 1 out of this turn and down the front stretch here at RedBull Ring. Although this is the front stretch, the next stretch is just about as fast. A very technical corner. You start seeing the backfiring coming out of some of these cars going into that turn.
Yep, 2 high-speed straightaways right away.
You can see T-Dubs, he's in third, and second and first kind of setting their own pace here. Racing softs, though, on that McLaren out front, and he's been, doing real good out there on them. It's definitely tough to keep it on the track with those.
Yeah, almost everybody's back end's getting squirrely on them.
So you can see the Viper's making a good move up the straight stretch here into this hard right-hand turn. Kind of looking inside, but not able to overtake the position. So we're going to draw even. Stu takes the lead for a moment. It's going to be outside here. More wet racetrack in the grass. Oh, and around. Goes the Viper.
No.
That's going to be detrimental to the whole race there for the 24.
And just as he got the lead.
And it's very slick out there whenever you get off this asphalt with the rain and stuff. And it's going to be a lot of track position there. You see Monkey. The gap is huge now.
Stu's tires are dirty. Gonna take a half lap or more to clean those up.
So now Snowman, keeps the lead here as he completes lap number 2. And T-Dubs and Cork right there. So 2 McLarens in the top 3 to start off at RedBull Ring.
T-Dubs look like he made up quite a bit of room on Snowman.
I believe we see Cork. Oh no, it's T-Dubs gets around in the grass there. And Cork is able to go by. That's some more dirty tires for him.
Everybody went by T-Dubs, except Stu.
He had his own issues back there.
Yeah.
So second now belongs to Cork in the 8 McLaren as he tries to attack and try to catch first. So 2 McLarens up front now.
That's getting to be a common theme.
Oh, he's getting on the slick parts and those racing softs. And oh, he's got to lock it up. Barely touches the wall. Cork is around. The wet weather is starting to take victims now. Even those with wet weather tires.
Second place a curse?
Second place might be Outlaws. Moves all the way up from the last place to second. Had been Monkey's spot probably if he wouldn't have got contacted there. And oh, T-Dub's through the grass back there behind third place. Snowman enjoying all that going on behind him. He's got quite the look ahead of him, I guess. T-Dubs though, he's recovering nicely, I must say. He was able to get around Quirk off his mishap. Second and third's this close, coming up to a familiar corner for Monkey is Payback in the agenda. Corvette too quick through there, but slick off the paint. And back to this next high-speed section here at RedBull Ring. All right, so how long do you think we'll see these guys run this first set of tires? Even if the weather may come through later on in the race. A lot of these guys banking on it to be a dry race from here on out.
I don't know at this point. Nobody's tires seem to be performing all that great, but nobody's willing to pit for a change. If it starts raining, I bet everybody comes into pit because the track's maybe about a third moist right or third wet right now, and everybody's still sliding all over the place. I should see pit stops coming up around lap 10 or so, I think. 35 lap race. Second, third, and fourth are tight. There's Cork. Cork's good ways back, and Stu's right behind Cork. Looks like the sun's coming out. T-Dubs moved from fourth to second on that front stretch. Looks like Monkey's challenging him for second, but T-Dubs pulling away. And Monkey's back to fourth. Mason held off to keep third. Still there, Stu?
Yes, sir, I am. Had a phone call there. Just forgot to unmute my mic. I was no longer than 30 seconds off the phone, though. Appreciate you taking over.
No
so unexpectedly.
Got to answer when the producer calls.
Yeah, for real.
So, if you missed it, T-Dubs went from fourth to second down the front stretch and through turn one.
No, I was very much on the action. I just was on the phone. I knew you had me covered. But we did see that awesome move, you know, and then Monkey went over the Turtles. Outlaws there, able to get around them. And then now Monkey finds himself going into pit lane here early. 5 laps into our race. All right.
Well, that's got to be a strategy move on Monkey's part.
It's going to have to be. As he sits there waiting for the Goodyears, we'll see if he takes them. Not much tire degradation on those Goodyears right now. Could be a no-tire stop here very easily. We see the 6 of Monkey getting to his pit stop. Will be no tires, fuel only there for the Porsche.
Wonder what he has up his sleeve.
Porsche of Monkey may have something cooking for later on in this race, as we see the track is getting much, much drier. And there is a half-second penalty to our second-place sitter, T-Dubs, as he tries to chase down Snowman. Honestly, he has done a great job. Snowman gets in the gravel there. T-Dub's done a great job here. He's you know, gotten off in the grass a couple times now, so I can only imagine that Snowman's kind of been playing to that, and knowing that the fast car is behind him. He's going to have to push it to get back up to him, so he's just kind of been conserving that. And you can see that maybe T-Dubs has pushed it so far that he's going to end up with a half-second penalty here. You can see he loses about 30 miles an hour through there by having to serve that penalty.
Yeah, that half-second penalty doesn't seem like much when you hear about it, but it slows you down, and then you got to gain all that speed back.
So third of Outlaws, he's not too far off first and second. Cork is right there, probably ready to attack Outlaws in any of these upcoming corners. Stu has moved up to fifth off the pit from Monkey, but Monkey is going to be working his way up towards that Corvette. Or I'm sorry, the Viper.
I'm starting to think Monkey might have just wanted to get out of traffic and maybe pitted early.
This is a good possibility, and with you know, the low tire wear that has been experienced so far with the track being wet early on, you're not going to get a whole lot of wear out of your tire. They're going to stay primarily cool, and the grip is going to be the problem. But, you know, seems like for the most part, guys have survived that grip issue, and especially our guy in first here, he has been nearly perfect to this point, as T-Dubs has closed the gap rather quickly here.
It is impressive how quick T-Dubs has got up there. He's spun out once and lost control another time. I forget now, but he's had two on-track incidents, and he's still right there.
Going to get on board with T-Dubs right here as he attacks up to the front stretch here. Both drivers cutting inside that last turn here at RedBull Ring, and you can see the overtaking in the slipstream. Here he goes, the Supra to the outside of the McLaren as they go down into turn number one. Neck and neck here with the 545 loose through one. He's able to regain it though. He's able to hang on to that wheel, but the first place position goes back to no other than Snowman.
Wow. T-Dubs is hungry.
T-Dubs is wanting that lead, and, you know, off the mistakes earlier we had mentioned, you know, he's battled himself all the way back up here. All right, so we're trying to keep an eye on our first-second battle here, and we have a third-fourth battle brewing up. Looks like the gap between the Viper and the Porsche is still rather far. 1-2 though, like this. 3-4, still a little bit of separation. The Supra and the McLaren up front though, they're battling for all the track.
That is a good battle.
Oh, into the gravel there a little bit, the McLaren. Battle is this tight. Thanks to anybody tuning in. Please like the stream, subscribe to Ruthless Racing if you're new. You can catch racing here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So there we have it. Yep, T-Dubs looking inside once again, but I think he thought different of it. Got loose up here last time.
I thought the same thing. He was swinging out there to go for it.
All right, Monkey, take us through these next few corners. This is going to be quick corners as he catches up on Snowman.
Well, this corner is a slow one. You got to take it way down first gear and come out of there real slow because you can spin out real quick. You don't want to run over those Twinkies, as we call them. Oh, here comes T-Dubs making another move. It's another high-speed straightaway. Wow, he just blew right on past him. See if he can hold it through this turn. Looks like they both held it through the turn, but look at that Toyota. Was flexing his muscles out of there.
Yeah, the Jordan-sponsored 45 Toyota Supra of T-Dubs easily overtakes the 5 here of Snowman. I'm not sure exactly what he's running here. HendricksCars.com? Yeah, that's what we're running with here in this McLaren. Chevy McLaren, which have an affiliation with one another, I understand.
Do they? I did not know that.
Well, I always notice if anybody... Oh, T-Dubs is going to go down into pit lane here. Got to be careful with those lines, as you don't want to get the 3-second pit road penalty. That is brutal.
You don't. So T-Dubs pitted on lap 9. That's a... Well, I don't know what kind of fuel mileage you're getting. In my mind, I was thinking you'd run it 10, 10, 10, and 5 maybe, or...
It will be a tire stop and fuel stop, as the Corvette, our only Corvette today, of Outlaw is down pit lane. Stu is still in 5th, and he makes his way down to pit lane as he will complete 9 laps on his first run. And that should allow Monkey to pass him now off of his pit stop. So Stu able to hold 5th over Monkey off of his pit stop. Snowman, Cork, and Monkey, who has already made one stop, remain on the track. Monkey with over half a tank of fuel left. So we could see many more laps out of this Porsche, at least 5 or so, I would imagine. He did pit after completing 4 laps, I believe.
5.
5 laps? Okay.
Yep.
See Cork, his tires are squealing through here.
It's like Monkey's lap times went up about 4 seconds faster after that pit stop.
All right, so
Getting out of
Snowman,
traffic, I believe.
he passes the pits. See if
Again,
the other McLaren
he
does
does.
the same. He will. And obviously our man here in the Porsche, who is still a little bit behind our leaders for the moment, will not be going down pit lane. So everybody but Snowman and Cork have made a pit stop.
Those McLarens are unique. They get great fuel mileage, and they have tons of horsepower. I had a chance to drive one a couple days ago. They are difficult to stop, and they corner like a house.
So the house car gets around Stu here off his pit stop. It's like moving a mobile home. Oh, a little spin out of our leader here. I think the sixth place car tries to find a place to get around him, and the Viper does so. Still hard on the tail, though, is our first place car. Fresher soft tire for the Viper here right now, so he should be able to get away from our leader, as he should not be far from trying to go into pits himself, as this time he would have completed 12 laps on this first run. And you can see the tire wear, not that big an issue. Hardly, any wear off the top of them tires.
Stu must be enjoying some grip he didn't have at the first 10 laps.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to put that Viper in some tougher situations than he was on the intermediate tire.
Yeah, I'm watching Stu right now. He's got a pretty good line going around the track.
So Cork and Snowman still keep it out there. Looks like Stu is going to try to get away from our leader here.
Stu running the Red Bull scheme this week, I see.
Yeah, Red Bull for Red Bull.
Ah, yeah. I didn't put that together. I'm a little slow tonight.
Out of all the ones that I've put together so far, I love this one.
It's nice. I saw some Ruthless Racing decals up front, too.
Oh, yeah. Little yellow accents and stuff.
Oh, a
Dig
bunch
it.
of them, yeah. Looks good.
Speaking of paint schemes, let's go give everybody a nice look. Here we got a Hendrick Cars McLaren, the leader, number 5. Sick looking paint scheme here. You see on the front he's got his name tag, Snowman, right there on the windshield banner. It's a good looking McLaren. We'll go back to Cork. He's been kind of running this, the whole time. But, he did he did add some more to it as he goes down pit road this time. And Snowman completes 13 and going to be looking to complete 14. He is low on the fuel, but Cork is into pit and his 3 number 8 McLaren. And then here we are, the what was his name? Tim Walton.
Tim Walton.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
Who?
Your idol, your hero, the Yamaha scheme.
Kenny Roberts.
Kenny Roberts. I should have remembered that
Yeah.
because I was like Kenny Rogers, Kenny Roberts. But yeah, so we see Mikey out here in his Kenny Roberts inspired Yamaha Porsche 911. And you know, Mikey's always giving Ruthless Racing the shout outs over here on GT7. Big contributor to our name on the GT7 game. And I must say, you know, this guy, he puts on a good show in all those World Series race and national cups and stuff like that. So you know, good to have Mikey on the crew.
Appreciate that, Stu. See, Monkey's running some smaller number 6s this week too.
Sure is. Got him back there tucked away over top of the exhaust. I think your exhaust is coming out the side. I'm not sure.
Nope, straight out the back. You can see when the sun goes down, you'll see the blue flame shooting out there.
Daggone Germans. Gotta always be, you know, different.
Yeah.
So Snowman finally going to go down pit road, and that will be 14 completed laps on his first run. And, you know, honestly, he doesn't have to take any tire unless he doesn't want to have to run in that issue on the second pit stop. But from the look of it, Monkey might take the lead here.
That is an incredible run by Snowman.
Yeah, he did take on tires, so he won't have to worry about that later. Monkey had pit all the way back at lap 5, and we had mentioned he would probably run about 10 laps or more to about lap 15, we figure, that he will go into pit. But, you know, off the early pit stop, he takes the lead, and you can see the separation between him and T-Dubs is a
Pretty good lead.
Yeah, Snowman, sorry. You completed 13 full laps. You went in at 14. I misspoke. He let me know. He's like, no, don't you be messing with my with what I'm really doing out here. He said, I'm cooking. He said, I got the strat down, boys. Don't be messing me up. All right, so the separation between 5th of Snowman and the 6th of Stu, you can see how much that spin early on in this race has made a problem with the gap here to the rest of the field. As you can see, 3rd, 4th, 5th, very close, 6th, not so much. And that's going to be all off that spin earlier on lap like 2.5. Monkey's still in the lead, bypasses pit road again.
It is unfortunate for Stu because he was holding his own when Snowman was behind him. Stu might have even been pulling away a little bit.
Never know till you try.
Nope.
All right, so the separation between our leaders is about the same as last lap. But T-Dubs is moving in that Supra. He's got a 129, 159 for the race, and that's going to be your fastest lap, and he just ran that on lap 14. And he's also working on a better lap.
Looking at the moisture meter now. I haven't looked at that in a while. The track is completely dry now.
That's right, and we got a 3-car battle cooking up here. We got Snowman right in the middle of it. Cork is looking to get passed by Snowman right now. The McLaren's battling. I think Court got a half-second penalty there. He sure did. It's going to be unfortunate for that McLaren. Outlaw in a bad situation here. He's going to have that Snowman right there on his rear and into the inside, messes around with no time there getting around those 2 cars.
That is a hard corner to defend there. That if you can get that inside line and make it stick there, there's no way that outside car can stop you from passing.
All right, so Snowman's trying to make the moves as Monkey goes back down pit lane. He'll be our second pitting driver. Will he take on tires here? Who knows? The left rear here at RedBull Ring seems to be taking the most beating when you look at around all these drivers. The Viper pretty even on tire wear here. Maybe that left rear is wearing just slightly more. T-Dubs takes the lead off of Monkey's pit, and you can see his left rear is a little more worn than the others.
Monkey did take tires. He put 15 laps on that set. Maybe he's planning on going the rest of the way.
It's a good possibility. As you can see, the tire wear hasn't been that big a deal. If you took tires on your first stop, you probably would be good for the rest of this race.
It is interesting to see how differently the tires wear at the different tracks.
Yeah, it certainly is. Cork able to overtake third from Outlaw, and Snowman has put the gap on it between him and third place after overtaking both those cars through two of the hardest corners here on the track. One is a 90-degree turn. That's our first turn, basically, and the next one's, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's like a 34-degree angle or something.
Which one is that? Turn
2, yeah.
Turn 2? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird angled turn for sure.
It's a difficult turn. It doesn't look like much, but trying to decide how to drive around that is difficult.
Our leader, T-Dubs, he had just set the fastest lap of the race again on lap 16.
He gets out in the lead. I guess he gets pumped up.
And here's that second turn he's going to be attacking. We'll go on board with him. You see him bumping over the rumble strips. He goes down deep inside to the the right of that turn, back out left on the rumble strips, and he has to gain all the speed he can down to this sweeping turn with a very large gravel pit out to the left.
Yep, this is another one. You got to slow it down a lot coming through here. That's your T-Dubs.
Gets through there smoother than some, I'm sure. Oh, off to the left a little bit there. Snowman through that turn. That's that second turn we was talking about. Cork and Outlaw both attacking it. Outlaw way out there off the paint too.
This track's pretty generous. I was about to say pretty generous with their penalty lines, right as Outlaw gets a penalty.
Yeah, he went out there pretty far off of turn 2. Oh, and he got some gravel.
You might be getting another one. Well, maybe not. Track stewards must feel sorry for him. They already gave him one.
All right, so the gap between 5th and 6th closes up a little bit, but that's Monkey off his second pit stop there. Stu is still going to have another one to make. I don't know how many laps that Viper will look to go. Off the spin earlier, though, looks like lap down day possibly coming, but half-second penalty to our leader here. You know, he is out here in the lead. He's trying to push all the limits of the track, and sometimes they nip you with that right there. So we look.
You might have just said that, but Outlaw's in the pits.
Nope, Outlaw is now in the pits. That's his second stop, should be.
See if he gets tires this time. No, he's not. He's going again.
Yeah, he's going to just put the fuel to that Corvette. See how close Stu's able to get to the Corvette here on the pit stop. Not be able to get around him until his pit stop. Will do so. T-Dubs served his penalty, so we see the split between first and second up here on the right hand side, upper right hand side of your screen. The red triangles. The first red triangle here is T-Dubs, your leader. The second one is Snowman here, and you can see that gap between first and second right there. And still a pit stop going to be required here for T-Dubs. Possibly see that next lap. As a Snowman, you know, he's still over half a tank of fuel. He took on fresh tires last pit. And with that gap he'll be able to take the lead whenever T-Dubs goes in, barring any mistakes on his own part.
Do you think Snowman can finish a race from here?
No, I don't, but I do believe that T-Dubs will not. With another pit stop right here. It'll be 15 laps. And
Yep.
Snowman has proved that he could run 13 laps, so he may just go on and take on a minuscule amount of fuel on his next pit stop, is what I'm imagining.
And T-Dubs looks like he's doing 10 laps this time, I guess. So 9 laps and 10. If my math is correct.
Yeah, and look at that tire. You know, we've seen other tracks 10 laps in, these tires needed help. Last week we saw Jason tearing the fronts off of his. And but this week, 10 laps in, not even a quarter of the tire gone here as T-Dubs does go down pit lane on 0 fuel. So now it's up to Snowman to catch T-Dubs while he's in pits.
All right, T-Dubs ran that out to nothing.
All right, T-Dubs goes in. Let's see if he's going to take on the good years. He will. So he takes on good years. Well, obviously, we'll take on fuel. Out of the last turn comes Snowman. And down our front stretch to take the lead from T-Dubs. And, man, he's only at 30 on that fuel tank. That's going to be a large gap to overtake.
Cork just passed him, too. Where's Monkey?
Monkey might be able to nab T-Dubs as well. Might be a battle off pit road. I don't know. T-Dubs actually going to take the full tank here, as he should have. So Monkey will also be able to get around, but you can see that Supra is starting to come off pit road there. And he is out, so the gap between third and fourth is, you know, pretty close. So not too bad for him. Fifth is now belonging to Stu as he's got Outlaws about a turn behind him. But that RedBull 24 is going to have to go in for a pit stop this next time around, it looks like.
When did Stu pit the first time? Was it 9 laps or 10? I don't remember.
I think he completed 9 there on the first run.
Okay. Now, I think I misspoke about Outlaw going again without tires. If I remember right, Outlaw took tires on his first stop.
That might have
Thinking
been
back.
what he done.
I
He
think
is on
so.
his best lap of the race by 3 100ths. So T-Dubs is in 4th off his pit stop, working up towards Monkey, who has quite a bit of fuel left in the tank, but it will require another pit stop as our first and second place McLarens stay out here on the ring. And as we mentioned, Snowman should be able to go to lap 26. Or he should pull in at lap 26, I should say, or coming to 27.
Cork is the only car that even has Snowman in his sights. And he might even need binoculars for that.
I'm watching the shifting here on Snowman. He's letting that bar get pretty full all the way up to 3rd and 4th. He's shifting about 75% through the bar there.
So doing some fuel saving.
Yeah, doing a little bit of fuel saving there with the shifting of the car. Cork, like you said, binoculars in second.
I think Monkey and T-Dubs are pushing it pretty hard. They're both coming around with penalties.
Yep, that would be, so that's going to be even here on this penalty stop.
Yep. T-Dubs trying to catch a Monkey trying to get away.
Do a quick stop there for the Porsche, quick stop for the Supra, and right back at it. Once again, thanks to anybody who's tuning in. Ruthless Racing GT3 Series RedBull Ring. Like the stream, please. Subscribe if you're new here. And you can catch racing here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh, T-Dubs might get a penalty there. He was quite to the left through those rumble strips. I don't know. Maybe he's been testing that limit. Oh, he got a full second for that one. Oh.
Monkey's got to be happy about that. T-Dubs is closing that gap.
Now that's the brutal penalty there. Anything over that half second, it's really a killer.
Monkey lost it there. T-Dubs passing him.
So with the second penalty here, Monkey needs to keep this gap close. He'll be able to overtake him in that penalty serving zone coming towards the pit lane. Cork half-second penalty up in second, serving it at the moment. And Snowman coming through her final two turns and back onto the front stretch to take lap number 23 of 35 here at RedBull Ring. And I must say, he's led most of these laps.
I'd have to agree with you. T-Dubs led a couple. Monkey led a couple while the pit cycles were going through.
Almost 9/10 different in the fastest lap time of the race to Snowman's fastest lap time. But yet we have seen him doing that fuel saving kind of with the shifting and stuff, and he's ran 13 laps on one run, and so you can see that he's kind of got this worked out. He may not be the fastest car on the track per se, but he's definitely the most consistent.
I'm watching T-Dubs making a move on Monkey. Heading into turn one. Oh, turn two.
Turn two.
T-Dubs took it.
He was able to get it there, even off the second penalty that he served. Oh, off into the grass there a little bit. T-Dubs doesn't get back in front of Monkey, though. All's clear through there. That's a nice little battle there, shaping up in for third, I should say. Maybe
having the GOAT of the NBA is a good luck charm on your car.
It might be.
That's debatable if he's GOAT or not, I guess.
Everybody's star shines a different color.
Yes. It's the GOAT of my generation for sure.
Alright, so looks like T-Dub's able to put a little bit of separation here between him and Monkey in fourth place. Looks like Outlaws got around Stu on the pit stop. So you can see the gap between fifth and sixth. It's very much as it was earlier. It's all from that spin early on in the race, unfortunately.
T-Dubs is around. Monkey's back in third.
Oh no, we're going to have to go back to the replay on that. 10-second rewind. Get up here on T-Dubs. Goes through the paint. And yeah, he puts that passenger door right on the fence. Puts a couple 360s on her. Oh, he tries to pull out. Gets right back in the grass. And that's what you're talking about. Getting into that wet grass out there or getting dirt on the tires. It makes it very difficult to get this back out on the track. And it's going to be about half a lap before those tires get nice and clean and have the grip they had before. Unfortunate there for T-Dubs. Replay brought to you by West Higgins ORV.
Unfortunate for T-Dubs and fortunate for Monkey. He's got to be enjoying that heat off his rear bumper.
Yeah, third goes to Monkey now. As you can see, the gap is large now for the third place car of Monkey. Oh, Snowman goes down pit lane once again. Actually, not going as far as last time, as he will come in on lap 24, going to 25. So we see him come in. Will he take on tires again? He will. Wants the fresh racing soft tire, and he's going to fill up with fuel. Cork also going to be coming down pit lane here. Will he take the tire? Yes.
That's a good question.
He will do that. So can T-Dubs and Monkey make a move here? So Monkey does take the lead off the pitting McLarens. Monkey will have to make another pit stop, and he is probably going to have to make that in the upcoming lap. So he will be coming up on our 6th place car of Stu, who had pit not long ago.
Yeah, it looks like Monkey might be pitting this lap, like you said.
Oh, Viper gets off to the left there a little bit. It's going to allow Monkey to get around him. That just shows you what this type of racing can do for you. You got to be as consistent as possible. One mistake, and you could be like that Viper this evening.
Yeah, everybody's checked in on T-Dubs. He's coming around with another penalty.
Yeah, half second. So have to serve that right here. Monkey into the pits. So Stu will get his lap back for the moment. T-Dub slows down for his penalty. So on pit road is Monkey as T-Dub's coming out of the last turn. And that'll put him back into the lead for now, but he will have to make another pit stop. Monkey's coming in. What about Tire? Hey, we got a no-taker.
He's going to need a full load of fuel, though.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to pack that thing full and may put some in his pocket. Alright, so the gap between first and second is about the full length of this straightaway here going up to turn 2. But Snowman will not pit the rest of this race, I guarantee it. As we've seen him run it longer than this. Easy numbers.
Yep, brand new tires and almost a full tank. T-Dub's still pushing that car. He's still spinning out, coming out of those turns. Guy he does not let up.
All right, we'll take this moment, something we haven't done over here on the GT3 side of things. We're going to do a little bit of Ruthless, turn up the knob here, and get a little listen to all these cars and how they sound. All right, it was interesting. I caught a lot of guys going through turn 1 and over those bumps and stuff. And let me say, the Porsche went over that stuff smooth as a surgeon.
Nice of you to say. That Toyota sounds tough. It sounds so good.
You see it working up here to lap the Viper here, who could be not pitting or could be pitting again. T-Dubs for sure will be pitting again, and that will only allow Snowman to cut this gap because T-Dubs is going to be nearly completely out of gas. He'll probably get this lap and another, and he'll have to pit. It's all about how much space can he put between him and that McLaren right now, because looking at the McLaren's car statistics, I don't think he's going to be pitting again.
Let's see. Yep, I think you're right there, Stu.
McLaren is
I'm not sure who Jimbo Racing #1 fan is, but he says if we switch to GT6, let him pull up.
You know who that is.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Our friend north of the border.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then yes.
Alright, looks like the Viper might be in some fuel save here, shifting halfway up the bar, and possibly could be playing on the lap down here.
He's running fast laps, even if he wasn't fuel saving, he's running some pretty fast laps. A 129 around here is fast, and T-Dubs has a 128. And fuel save is still running low 130s. Who'd I say? Snowman. Fuel saving, still running low 130s.
Yeah, Snowman, he's on one here for sure. He's just waiting for that Supra to pit, which might be this lap. Oh, Outlaw's way out to the outside here. One car's going to have to work around him. That'll be putting 5th place up to a lap down. As we do see the Supra go down to box.
Box.
And you can see on pit road is TWC, sorry. TCW. Alright, so Snowman coming down the front stretch. Should be an easy pass for him here. And he does take the lead, and no more pits to make, I don't believe. And that's 4 laps remaining here at RedBull Ring.
T-Dubs is getting tires.
Yeah, he gets tires. I guess he wants the fresh tire to try to be as fast as possible. Cork able to get around him as well. And, oh gosh, Cork all over the place. But I don't know how the hell he does that. I mean, it could be sideways and get it straight.
That's Cork. There goes Monkey out in front of him again.
Alright, so Monkey overtakes 3rd place as we kind of seen this kind of same thing play out earlier off the pit stops from before. Monkey got about this kind of separation from T-Dubs, and T-Dubs was able to come back and get Monkey, but he got some penalties in the process, so T-Dubs is going to have to heat up those tires here through this first half a lap or so he doesn't slide these things off the track anywhere. Outlaw's got himself a half second penalty back here. Or no, he turns that into a full second penalty.
Ah, lucky him.
Let's see the Viper. He's cut this gap between him and 5th place throughout the race, and a second penalty to the car ahead of him maybe keeps it clean. Could try to get it done here. Both of these cars are back on the lead lap now, having T-Dubs pit, but Snowman is running up on that Viper, who is under some heavy fuel-saving conditions, possibly playing the fact that he may be a lap down at the end of this race and won't need the full 35 in that 24 machine. see Snowman, the Viper wants to let him around, but he's trying to get all the slipstream he can off of it and separate this gap between him and Court.
T-Dub's got himself another penalty.
Oh no.
I wonder how many that is for this race.
Man's driver rating go down 2 whole letters.
It's got to be at least 4.
All right, so Monkey knows that he just needs to hang on, as he will have the fuel and the tire to make it. Obviously not the fresher tire.
Mason has the worst tires of everybody out here. Stu's second worst, but there's a big difference between Mason's and Stu's, or Outlaw.
You see that left rear we had mentioned earlier, he gets kind of loose off of that turn. It's the left rear losing grip. As we mentioned last week, they won't blow out on you, but they'll definitely stop gripping to the track.
Yeah. When they lose grip, I'd almost rather have it be flat.
So Snowman ran his fastest lap of the race on lap 31. And that's not good news for Cork. But he is running fast laps himself, some of the better laps of the race for him and his McLaren. May have had a couple mistakes in the last couple laps, but just 3 laps ago he did run his fastest of the race and gains another half-second penalty. He's really straddling those rumble strips here through the turns.
As this track cools down, the cars seem to be able to run a little faster every week. Which makes sense.
I'm not sure we get the rubber lay down, but yeah, I definitely think it's the cooler track condition. Alright, so Snowman's going up to try to lap 5th place now. He's right here on the bumper of Outlaw through turn number 1. And that Corvette was slipping through there, as that left rear is about gone. We'll see if he continues to push it.
I didn't know his tires were that bad until I looked.
Oh, he gets off into the grass there a little bit. You can see it. That left rear is just not on the track. And Snowman, I think, is kind of anticipating that. You know, he's like, this car's kind of everywhere at the moment.
You're not going to believe this, Stu. Another penalty for T-Dubs.
Man. So Monkey enjoying seeing that in the rear view, as he's still hanging on tough for 3rd. As
I think that's the only thing keeping Monkey in 3rd.
That might be the penalties from T-Dubs. I knew he'd be on this track hot and heavy once he took those fresh tires. At least trying to get 3rd place. The gap between 1st and 2nd is just too much to bear. Oh, the Corvette nearly slips around out of the last turn and allows Snowman to make his advantage. Oh, smoking the left rear off the Corvette.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That left rear was toasted coming down the front stretch.
It's still smoking. Oh, it stopped.
All right, so Snowman looking good here with only about a lap and a half to go.
That could have been catastrophic.
It could have been. Court now gets around the Viper of Stu and his McLaren. Get back here to Monkey and T-Dubs. T-Dubs no penalty so far this lap. On his best lap of the race through turn 2. It is live. Live action from Austria.
Should be pretty obvious. We're responding to the live chat.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Where is Cork and Snowman? Snowman? Yeah, they're good distance, but if Snowman makes a mistake, Cork will be all over him.
All right, Snowman comes around, and it'll be 1 to go. Presented by Car here from RedBull Ring. Second place of Cork comes down the front stretch. Hasn't even reached the line yet. Monkey still trying to hang on to third. Can TWC catch him here in the last lap here from RedBull Ring? Our first place driver looking good. What about Cork? So Tito's getting close to Monkey here. Snowman looking good through turn 2, down the straight up to turn 3 now.
Oh, T-Dubs all over Monkey after turn 1.
Oh, T-Dubs gets to the inside, takes the position there from Monkey. 55.05. Okay, 3 and 4 is this close on the last lap. Cork coming down through the what we'll kind of consider an infield portion of our racetrack. Snowman looking good through the penalty serving section and bypassing pit road for our last 2 turns of the track. Comes through the next to last and through the last turn. Snowman looking good.
Holds on to it.
Oh, Cork did wreck. Coming out of the last couple turns over in the gravel. Snowman, your winner here from RedBull Ring. Cork off into the gravel. Stu's able to get around him. For now, Cork gets almost into the Viper there coming off the last turn. Oh, he wrecks him going across the line. What in the good Lord is going on? And T-Dubs is able to fight back for third.
Cork.
Man, what a race.
On the edge the entire race.
So RedBull Ring wraps up with Snowman with his first victory of the season, taking a winning streak away from TWC, who ends up getting podium, but Cork luckily gets second there. And T-Dubs on the last lap able to get Monkey with the fresher tire. Not enough penalties there for Monkey to be able to hold on to third. But next week, what are we looking at?
Next week is Fuji International Speedway, flying all these cars to Japan.
There you have it. Fuji is, I said that last week, or a couple days ago too. But it's known to rain there, as this track is known to have rain. So possibly could be some weather out there in Japan for next week's race. That track, very tight in some of the corners, but very fast in some of the straights. It's a good mix of tight cornering and very high-speed straights, so it's going to be a lot to handle there next week, I believe.
Yes, sir. It's a high-speed straight and a very low-speed turn 1. Going to be a good race. A lot of opportunity to pass there.
Yeah,
a lot of
most
opportunity for a Cork highlight reel, too.
All right, so recap the race here from RedBull Ring. I must say, T-Dubs was fast, was always in the lead off the pit cycles. Obviously, you go in, the refueling and all that. It's able to change the positioning on the track rather quickly. With that said, overall, a dominating performance for the man in the McLaren Snowman. And Cork, I feel like was surprisingly got second.
That is surprising with as many times as we saw Cork go around and go off the track and get penalties. And, Snowman, he was fuel saving, so you want to think he was running slow, but he wasn't. He was fuel saving and running fast laps at the same time. Obviously not the fastest lap on the track, but low 130s is still getting around Red Bull pretty quickly. So he definitely dominant day for McLaren, taking 1-2.
That's right, McLaren 1-2. Super comes in third. And then the Porsche sadly gets fourth there. And then fifth was rounded up by Outlaws with his smoking tire there at the end. But
That was crazy. I've never seen that before.
when it went down that front straightaway. But
Yeah, smoked the whole way.
So next week, taking on Fuji here in the GT3 Series. But thanks to everybody who's watching. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new here. Appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. We have Daytona in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. And Monkey, will you be making an appearance there at Daytona?
Yes, I will.
All right, there you have it. Got Monkey out there at Daytona tomorrow. Get to see some others like Hollywood, MJ Ross. Don't subscribe. I don't care. I still wipe my ass the same. But yeah, that'll be all for me. Monkey, you got anything to say?
No, another great race for the Ruthless Racing GT7, GT3 Series, and like Stu said, tune back in tomorrow. I'll be driving the number 6 Ford Mustang instead of the number 6 Porsche 911.
There you have it, folks. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Like, subscribe. Rock on, race on. Ruthless Racing.
Thanks, Stu.